Just a sec. I'll be right back. Actually, I think it's in here. Sorry, guys. I had to get my other glasses so I can see better. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Come inside. Get comfy. Well, this little thing up here got bigger on TikTok. Hello. Good morning. Welcome in. How was everybody's weekend? Was it good? Whoops. Almost made a mess. I know everybody's probably sleeping in because it's a holiday, but we'll see. Oh, you all have a cold? Oh, man. You know, there's some congestion stuff going around, that's for sure. Your weekend was too fast? That's true. Stormy but relaxing. Yeah, man, we had a massive, severe thunderstorm come through last night. About 1:30 a.m. it woke me up, and I was like, oh, here we go again. You got to camp. I'm jelly. I want to go camping. It's been a minute. It's starting to get too hot here already, so I don't know. All right, you guys, welcome to your weekly Tarotscope. Remember, this is where we begin to cover the entire week. I will only be here Monday, not Monday and Friday from now on, okay? But like I said, don't worry, we're going to cover the entire week. That way we can see what's coming up for us, and you can utilize this information to help you navigate throughout the week. Find out what what the obstacles can be, find out what helpful information or energy we have to support. So yeah, your pet sitting and the dog woke you up at 3:30. Oh man. You're gonna miss Fridays. We'll get into the tribe, Amy. Get back in there, and I got some stuff planned. So okay, what we're going to do first is we are going to balance out the heart chakra, okay? Because this is our link to our higher self and lower self, right? I don't want to say lower self as in like our human self, right? Our spiritual self and our human self. And the heart can hold on to a lot, right? Because we come from love, we look for love, and it's just where everything starts to sit. That's why you feel anxiety right here into your chest and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to balance out the heart chakra. You're just going to breathe, okay? Relax, take in nice deep breaths, pick up all the anxiety and fear, and then blow it out on the exhale, okay? This only lasts a few seconds, so just relax. If you're driving, obviously use common sense and don't do this until you're parked somewhere safe, okay? So here we go. Just breathe. Nice deep breaths. Now let's collectively take one super deep breath in, pick up the fear and anxiety, and then blow it out quickly. Just let it go, okay? So there we go. All right. Already having to delete a bunch of messages. So here's the thing on YouTube. I tried to look for the settings to where it wouldn't let just randos comment, but there isn't a setting that I can find. I did restrict some things, but obviously it's not completely helping. I will continue my search, okay? We will figure this out together, YouTube. So anywho, Welcome if you just joined us. We're about to go through our weekly Tarotscope. It's like your horoscope, but we're going to use tarot and oracle to pull out all the energy that is healed. Well, yeah, all the energy that is hidden that we can utilize throughout the week, okay? All right, so what we're going to do first is get our fairy blessing for the week and see what we can look forward to. What is our fairy blessing for this week? As I'm shuffling the decks, whatever deck I have in my hand, you can focus on it and ask the same question that I'm asking. What is our blessing for this week? Welcome from Paris. Nice. Oops. All right, what is our blessing? The blessing of Anamkara. Look, we keep getting this one. Okay, we keep getting this card. Why? It's because we are going through this evolution or this revolution, and we desire that connection, right? We need other people, and we need those significant people in our lives, right? This is the person that will give it to you straight. This is the person that will support you. This is the person that you can learn from, or they can learn from you, vice versa, right? So there we go. Thank you, Libby. I do have my content disclosures on, so it shouldn't flag it. But yeah, I appreciate the heads up because it has done that to me before. So anyway, this is that blessing of that soul friend, you know, the person that you feel you can really connect with, you know, those soulmates that you came into this life to interact with, and you finally meet up with them and you're like, oh my God, like I feel so connected to you, and you're supportive of each other. It's kind of like you balance each other out, almost like a love relationship. You know, it could be a love relationship, but it also could be just a friendship, a coworker, somebody that you meet that really makes a difference in your life, or you make a difference in their life, right? So I like that. Feels like that's me and Jennifer, right? That's funny. Okay, also it's number 37, okay? And 37 in numerology is spiritual creativity, okay? And beginning something new. It's like coming together as one and going along on this journey, right? Because you're connecting with each other, and you're creating this existence or this manifestation, or you're working on a project together, and it's bringing about this creation. So yeah, I like that. Okay, now y'all are going to choose the deck that I use. The reason why I let you choose the deck is because you get more connected to it whenever you choose, right? So I want you to vote in the comments. Please only vote one time. That way we can see which deck is the most popular, okay? So deck number 1, we have the Baroque deck, and deck number 2 is the Wizard's Tarot. So either deck 1 or deck 2. Which one do you want me to use? And y'all help me keep track in the comments, please. 1 or 2. YouTube is liking deck 1. Okay. It's hard to tell on TikTok because, I don't know. Looks like 1s might be in the lead, but I don't know. There's a poll going on. 1 or 2. Camera 1, camera 2. I think deck 1 has got it. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Amy. Thank you, because it's for sure got it on YouTube. Yeah, y'all were the tiebreaker for sure. Okay, so let's get these nice and shuffled up, and we will see what is happening for us this week. Again, we're looking at the entire week. We're not going to do Mondays and Fridays anymore, but that doesn't mean you have to miss out on things. We're gonna be able to get together more in the tribe than just here on social media live. That way we don't have to worry about trolls and all that crap, you know. Oh, so 1s did get it. Nice. All right. what do we need to know for this week? We're going to pull one card for each day, talk about it, and then we will get into the oracle cards as well to get further messages, all right? Let's see. Also, you guys, the founding member opportunity ends this weekend. So those of you who have been waiting until the last minute, you're procrastinating on yourself. This is your last opportunity. This founding member opportunity will never come back, okay? Just letting you know. So, all right, let's find out what is happening. What is our message for today? Oh, we have the 8 of coins. I like that. So the 8 of coins is about you working on something, okay? It could be you're working on a project or you're working on yourself. Maybe you're wanting to start your own business. We do call this the entrepreneur card, okay? Because this person is diligently working on what they enjoy, maybe trying to perfect something, maybe trying to build something, and they put it out for the world to see. So if it's not you working on your own business or your own projects to turn around and sell, it would be like you working on yourself and then presenting yourself to the world. Be like, this is me. This is my authenticity. I've been working hard on myself. Maybe you're working on your physique, whatever it may be. Today is a good day to put that effort in. Now, I know it's a holiday. However, that doesn't mean that you stop doing your spiritual stuff. It doesn't mean that you stop focusing on you, right? We don't abandon our practices just because, life gets in the way or life gets distracting, right? So when you're working on yourself and you're working on maybe your mental and physical, emotional health, you're working on financial health, working on business, all that, it's a really good energy, okay? So this is a great day to work on those projects, all right? Let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have justice. Very nice. And it's upright, okay? So if you're having to deal with any legal matters, it's a good day. If you're dealing with any type of contracts or, especially here, like we're talking about the relationships, right? It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but Libra really does love relationships, but it's a relationship with anybody. It is a balanced type of energy. So if there needs to be any conversations or any contract signed or legal things that you're dealing with, it's just a very fair and balanced day. Okay. Now let's say if you're thinking you're going to go to, if you're going to go to court and you're thinking you're just going to take somebody to the cleaners, I don't see that happening on Tuesday, because what this represents is fairness. Okay. It's everybody gets what is balanced, what is owed, what is fair. Okay. Yes, today is a holiday in the US. It's Memorial Day. All right. Wednesday we have the 9 of coins. Look at that. So we have the 8 of coins. Now we have the 9 of coins showing up. This is what we call the Lady of Leisure. Okay. Now, this card represents independence. It represents commitment to the self, to your journey. So this could be commitment to your financial health, to your physical health. It could be, hey, maybe you're doing a great job with what you've been creating here, what you've been working on. This can be maybe you're out gardening, okay? Because it's representing the physical. It's not always about financial, you guys. You need to understand that about tarot. Okay, let me put this deck down. So many inexperienced tarot readers or those who are just watching tarot on social media will say that the Pentacles is all about money. Money, 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 money. While it can be true because money is physical, the Pentacles represent the physical, okay? Anything tangible, okay? So look at her out enjoying all of her hard work. Okay, this is why we call her the Lady of Leisure, because she has worked her butt off to get to where she is. So there might be some sort of, I don't want to say reward, but result of the efforts that you put in maybe today. It could be efforts that you've been putting in for a while now that you're going to, experience those results. Okay. Plus the fact that we have the new moon in Gemini happening today. What do we do on the new moon? We start planting those seeds of what we want to experience within our lives. Look where Gemini is in your natal chart and see how, what the focus is for you there. Okay. So I like that. Happy new moon in Gemini. Thank you, Jamie. Earth signs, pinnacle, govern tangible experiences. Yes, exactly. All right, so let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Now, the Five of Wands can be, this might be like a tense day. It might feel like you're herding cats, like you're trying to get all of this stuff done, or you feel like you have all kinds of things coming at you. But with this being direct, it's letting you know that you have the advantage here. Okay. You have the ability to change that trajectory. Okay. This is why we do the Tarotscope, because that way you know that on Thursday there might be a bit of tension or just like scattered energy. And it's just like, oh God, you like have so much going on. And it's telling you, if you focus your energy and you have awareness of what's going on, like maybe you have people coming at you from all directions, or they're all trying to tell you what to do, or you just feel like you have a lot on your plate. It's telling you, hey, you have the advantage here. See it as it is, and make a pivot. Okay, because 5 is pivot movement. Okay, so 5 of Wands, there might be a lot of chefs in the kitchen, but if you take charge and you know what it is that you want to experience, and you are aware that there is some sort of scattered energy, you can make the best out of that day. Okay. All right, so then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. This freaking Knight of Swords in reverse keeps showing up. Okay. Now, when cards keep repeating in readings, that means that there is a situation as to, hey, you need to understand that your mind is affecting your movement. Okay. The Knight of Swords is somebody that can be afraid to go after what it is that they want. Does that make sense? The Knight of Swords, he's like, when he's direct, he's charging forward. He is the knight in shining armor. He is the rescuer. He is the defender. He is all those things, okay? Because knights represent action. When he's in reverse, he's like, like he can run from issues, or he can be the opposite, which is like mental manipulation, word manipulation, that kind of thing, because he has very low insecurity. So he feels like he has to manipulate you in order to get whatever it is that he wants, right? But all in all, I feel like on this day, on Friday, there might be some fear involved on being able to move forward, because what's going on in your mind. Maybe there was something that you dealt with on Thursday, right? We had this tension. Maybe there's something that you dealt with and it's bleeding into Friday, and it's causing you to be stagnant, causing your mind to be all over the place. And maybe you might lash out at somebody. So be careful on Friday not to lash out at people. Collect your thoughts, come back to center, and remind yourself what your focus is, okay? So let's look at Saturday. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I like this. Saturday, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's good. Oh, you know what that just reminded me of? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I mean, for me personally, it just made me think, because I will be on a plane on Friday, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Great. Awesome. But Saturday is a great day, because Saturday is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Something is turning in your favor, only if you align to it, okay? This is not like, the Wheel of Fortune is not about luck. There really is no such thing as luck in life. Luck is all about alignment. What have you aligned to? If you align to that frequency, then here it comes, right? And you feel like you're lucky because you're like, I didn't even know that this was possible. But you align to it, right? And we use the heart to align to things, right? So we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up, and it's telling you that there is a cycle happening, and it can turn in your favor. And sometimes that turning in your favor looks like it's not in your favor, but in due time, you'll understand that, okay, it was. Does that make sense? You'll be in a plane on Friday too? Okay, well, we're gonna have to practice our patience. We might have delays or something. But do you understand what I'm saying? Because whenever Yeah, exactly. You can make the night direct. But like with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is moving things, right? We just had Saturn go into Aries, right? Aries is the I am. And if you're wanting to evolve, sometimes the universe is like, okay, well, here we go. And you're like, oh, I don't want that. Like I wanted to keep my comfort in my discomfort, but also experience these amazing things. The universe is like, nah, it doesn't work that way. Right. So this evolution that you go through potentially on Saturday is like, it might be something that you think is unfavorable, but it winds up being very good for you. Okay. Or it could be something that you automatically see as favorable because it's something you've been manifesting. Regardless, Saturday is a good day for alignment. And like I said, it's the Wheel of Fortune. If you're traveling that day, it's a good day to travel. So, yeah. Like, for example, my youngest will be playing in a tournament on Saturday. So that's good energy for that. Okay. Let's look at Sunday. Sunday, we have Judgment. Look at that. Okay. Don't be afraid of judgment. Hey, bestie. Judgment is about surrender. It is a wake-up call. Okay. It's about you deciding to listen and go with the flow of the universe. We have 3 major arcana this week, which doesn't surprise me because we just had Saturn move into Aries, right? Saturn is what I was always taught by my mentor. She's like, Saturn's the judge. Saturn's the timekeeper. Saturn's the one to be like, hey, wake up. You're not doing what you came here to do. Get your butt in gear, right? So when we have judgment, it could be that there is some sort of judgment call that needs to be made because there is a wake-up call, because you heard something and there's a big decision that needs to be made, right? And you might receive, just because this looks kind of scary, don't let it scare you, because I'm not a fan of this imagery, but judgment has, the judgment card, let me see if I can grab it, has Gabriel on it. And Gabriel is delivering a divine message. Give me one sec. I will find that for you so I can show you, because I love teaching. This is what I do. Okay, this is the one where they have their outfits on. Okay. I had to draw clothes on my cards so it wouldn't get flagged on social media. So here we have Gabriel coming in to deliver a message, to wake people up, right? To say, hey, snap out of it. You have to decide, are you going to wake up or are you going to stay asleep? Are you going to handle the situation at, where you're at, or are you going to just ignore it and make yourself suffer? Because this can be suffering, right? If you choose not to listen to the messages that you receive. Does that make sense? Excuse me. But yeah, message incoming on Sunday. And the message doesn't always mean it's going to be like a text message, a phone call, an email, something like that. It could be that it's an experience that is the message, okay? Because we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? And I told you, sometimes the Wheel of Fortune doesn't seem so fortunate, but whenever you see this happening, you're like, oh, I finally get it. Go with the universe. The more you flow with the energy, the more you're going to feel lucky. Okay? It's the strict school teacher that will slam the ruler down on the desk if you're not paying attention. Exactly. It's kind of like me as a teacher. It's like, get it together. I can only tell you so much, but if you don't do it yourself, then you're going to suffer. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. If you missed the beginning of the reading, don't worry. This is all reposted on YouTube, so you can watch the replay, okay? You can come back and consult it throughout the week. There you go. I like that, Lisa. Yeah, she said Sunday is the 1st of June, or 1st of the month, and June has arrived. What do we do on the last and first day of the month? What do we do? Today is the 8 of coins. That's right. See, y'all know. I've taught you well, young grasshoppers. Put a reminder in your phone As soon as we get off of here, put a reminder on your phone, okay? And then put a little sticky note or something on your phone or on your nightstand, so that way when you wake up, you remember to say it, okay? Yes, cleanse your space too. All right, let's see, what else do we need to know this week? Let's see what's hiding underneath here. Ooh, we got the King of Wands. Okay. The King of Wands is action-taking energy. The King of Wands is that energy that is like, you know what? I feel it, so I'm going. I feel it, and I'm going to do it. Okay? He's very leadership, Aries type of energy, right? He's that fire sign energy. He's for me, it's more like Aries and Leo combined for the King of Wands. But he's more Aries because he's that action taking type of energy, right? He is the one that's like, you know what, I'm charging in. He is that cardinal sign. He's like, here we go. So there's going to be a lot of movement happening this week, and we have that blessing of the Anamkara, right? The person who's here to help you, or maybe you're here to help another person. And it's really good energy. I mean, we have Thursday and Friday, we have a little bit of wonkiness, but it's minor arcana. Okay, those are like the little daily inconveniences. So don't worry about that stuff. Stand in your power and handle it. All right, let's see. Yes, one small change can make a big difference. Oh, it makes a huge difference. We have patience, but it's in reverse. Uh-oh. Patience in reverse, number 16. Let's see. I know this is going to resonate with a lot of us. Peaceful redirection is the message when this card is reversed. Open up to the options available to you, even if they aren't yet totally clear. The universe supports you when you allow its influence to help direct your outcomes, and when you open your imagination to all the potential solutions around you. The key is to keep moving forward without frantic need or urgency. Don't give up on your goal. Initiation and renewed action are needed now. Isn't that what we've just been talking about, right? So keep an open eye to new and unexpected opportunities around you. You may be surprised where they lead. So it's telling you, when you see an opportunity, it's telling you to take it. That's what the King of Wands does, because he's like, does this feel right to me? Is this aligned with what I'm interested in, or what I feel like my soul guidance is leading me to, right? And he takes that action. The fire signs, the wands, are energetic, right? They're intuitive. So it's telling you, follow that intuition, follow that pull. That's what I did, and man, it led me to an amazing place. And it can do the same thing for you. Can a past life reading be done with tarot or not? It can, but I think doing the past life regression, like the hypnotherapy, is better because you can get even more detailed with it. Yeah, I mean, it can, but I really recommend the regression hypnosis. All right. Sorry, ladies, y'all are on overtime on YouTube's comments. I'm going to have to do some more research. Like I said, I tried to find ways to limit the chat. There was even ways that it said, if it seems inappropriate or whatever, it would hold it, but apparently that's not the case. You're welcome. Yes, or an Akashic Records reading. Yeah. I like the hypnosis just because you do it yourself. You're revealing the information yourself. It's fascinating because when I did the quantum healing hypnosis technique session, the QHHT session, there were things that I said in that session that I would never know. Like I brought up dates. I brought up historical events, I was never good at history. It was not interesting to me, especially in the classroom. Like, it is fascinating to me, but just not in the classroom, right? So I was able to bring up things that I would have never known. And then my practitioner, she went back and researched it. And she was like, yeah, everything you said here, it aligns. And here's the date for this. Here's what happened here. Da, 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 da. I was like, holy cow. So to me, in my own personal opinion, it is more interesting when you're giving the information yourself rather than having somebody else give it to you. But I mean, do whatever works for you. I was gonna be a QHHT practitioner, and I asked in my session, was I supposed to do that? And I told myself, not yet, not now. There are other things that I need to do, and it was accurate because I love teaching, right? I love coaching, I love doing all this, and so if I had done that, I never would have gotten into teaching tarot apprenticeship and the Quantum Master Academy and all those things. So see, this is why we surrender. It's leading us somewhere relevant. You've been seeing QHHT a lot? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, it makes more sense to hear it from yourself as solidifying the information versus relying on someone else to tell you. Yeah, 100%. Because here's the thing, you have all the information inside of you, right? It's not just people like me. It's not just people like the practitioners that you see. No, everybody can connect to this information. And so that's why I love the hypnosis one, because you were literally telling yourself. And you can do this anytime. You can do like automatic writing. You can practice asking yourself questions and writing down the first answer that comes into your mind and seeing if it aligns, or like writing it down and then looking back later and see how it played out. It's fascinating. You have all the answers. Okay. What is QHHT? QHHT is Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. It's by Dolores Cannon. Okay, look, we have number 30, making choices, or making a choice. Okay, what choice are you going to make this week? That's what I was saying. Like, we have justice happening here. We have judgment happening here. So there is some sort of, it's kind of like I don't want to say cause and effect, but maybe. It's like what you choose this week, especially since Saturn has gone into Aries and we have this new moon in Gemini. It's like the Gemini, the twins, right? There's a decision. There's this two opportunities. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go the same old route, or do you want to try something different? What choice would you have typically made just out of habit? And what choice can you make now in alignment with your true self? Okay, try that this week and see how that plays out for you. All right, let's find out what our crystal of the week is. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. That's what it made me think of. All right, let's see. What is our crystal for this week? This is the Crystal Realm Oracle. This is the one that Miss Denise here at Drazak Den created. And you can get this through the link in my bio. For TikTok, it's linked in my bio. For YouTube, it's linked in the description, okay? Thank you, Livy. I pick my decks that I like to use based on how they make me feel. Like, I want them to feel magical. I want them to represent, who I am. And so, yes, I very, very picky about the decks that I use. I have many back here that I've gotten, and I only bring them out certain times because it's just that intuitive type of, oh, this one needs to be heard, this one doesn't. And if I don't feel like I connect to it, like if somebody gave me a deck and I appreciate that, but if I don't feel like I connect to it, then I won't use it. So yeah. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have Golden Healer. Look at that. Golden Healer says amplification, confidence, healing. Golden Healer radiates pure healing light, connecting you to divine energy and promoting holistic well-being. Allow its uplifting vibrations to cleanse and restore your mind. Restore your mind, body, and spirit, bringing balance and deep inner healing. So there we go, right? So you can use this card if you don't have the certain crystals that the deck is telling you. You can use the card and have it sitting up on your desk, on your altar, on your nightstand, wherever you feel called to put it, right? And you can still receive that energy because it's got, whenever we make something, like example, whenever Denise made these cards, the energy of the crystal goes into these cards because it has the name on it. It has the representation of the imagery. It has the definition. So this card is vibrating with that energy of that crystal. Okay, this is why it's really important on, what you write, what you carry around with you, what you're reading, all of that, because it all holds specific energy. Just like money. Grab this. Money has it has all these symbols on it, right? And so whenever you have symbols like this all over a piece of paper, it's not just a piece of paper, there is a vibration to this, okay? So these cards can bring you this energy. So yeah, I like that. And if you want to even more in-depth reading, the book is in here as well. So I highly recommend this deck. It does go beautifully with all of our readings, right? As all of y'all have heard. And I love the purple. I'm so obsessed with shiny things. I think that's the light worker thing. We're obsessed with shiny things, candles, lights, all that. Yes, that is the deck that I unboxed. Yeah. Let's see. Certain decks that I use at certain times. Yeah. And that's what you'll do. You'll feel like certain decks need to be heard at certain times. All right. Let's see. You waiting for my nails to be the color of the purple like that? Look, I've done toe polish that color, but I'm a little bit of OCD when it comes to nail color because in my mind, if I have a certain nail color, what I wear has to go with that. And I know it sounds weird, but that's just how I am. And even like hair color, like I used to have red, like bright red hair back in the past. And it was very difficult because everything had to go with that hair color. So I'd wear a lot of just like white and neutrals and blacks. So yeah, that's why you see a lot of this like French ombre or whatever, because it goes with everything. You thought you were the only one that had to match? Nope, there's other crazies out there just like us. Let's see, what else do we need to know? You do that too, Elizabeth? Yeah. I used to wear red all the time, but like I'll put color on my toes because that's, to me, it's not a big deal. I know this is like way off topic, but toe color is not a big deal. Like right now, mine are like bright pink because it's summertime, whatever. That's where I can branch out. But I used to always just do red or French. And then I started branching out to different colors because here, when you have certain colors represented, when you're wearing certain colors, you're absorbing that energy of that color. Okay, so I have on gray right now. Gray is neutrality, right? Gray is also feminine. Silver is more feminine, but gray is more neutral, right? Red lipstick, red is power. So what I speak is powerful, okay? So what you wear, the colors that you wear, make a difference in your energy vibration. So don't forget that when you're picking out what you're gonna wear for the day. So purple would be a great color, right? Because it's connected to the pineal gland. It's a very powerful spiritual color. But yeah, with my little brain, it has to match. Ooh, okay. Getting advice. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. Wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. There you go. Okay? It's telling you, like, you have this blessing this week of receiving that guidance or the support or whatever it is that you need from another person. And you could be that person helping another person, okay? Let's not be selfish and think I just want to take, right? You can be the one who also helps, right? You can have both. I mean, it's ignorant to think you have to do one or the other. I still receive guidance and help, but I also turn around and guide and help, right? So you can do the same thing. So whatever it is, whatever decisions you're making this week, and whatever intentions you're putting out, especially on this new moon, it's telling you that if you need help, if you need guidance, go within. And then if you still need guidance, then ask somebody that you know can guide you in the right direction. Ask somebody who is literally walking the walk instead of somebody who's just regurgitating information at you, okay? Thank you, Grace. You can't do lipstick? It doesn't mean anything. It's just not your thing, and that's okay. The only reason I used to not do lipstick hardly at all, but I found some that actually stay on, because I'm not one of those people that will continually like reapply throughout the entire day. To me, that's annoying. I like simplicity. I like things to be easy, which is why you see me wear a lot of the same jewelry, things like that, right? So I found lipsticks that actually stay on so I don't have to reapply. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll wear that. But if I have to keep reapplying, that's a time suck for me. It's a waste of time. So yeah. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? Ooh, we got enthusiasm. It's number 18, and look at all the butterflies. I mean, hello, right? So I want you to sit with this for just a second and see how that feels to you. You see all the butterflies, and you have the word enthusiasm. What does that feel like to you? You know, what does that mean to you? How does this make you feel inside? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Yeah, once your makeup is done, same. Like, it's annoying to have to reapply. Lots of new beginnings and opportunities. Excited, happy. Saw a bunch of white butterflies, yeah. A spiritual hug. Yeah, I like that, because enthusiasm, and when we have the butterflies showing up, it would like being excited for your transformation, right? How you're going to grow through this experience, you know, because like I said, we have Saturn in Aries. Aries is the I am. So who are you? Be careful when you're starting a sentence with I am. You feel peace. I like that. Floating away to miracles. Feels like growth. Yeah. Fresh. Butterflies in your stomach in a good way. I like that. Excited in all kinds of signs. Oh, you're in Aries? Me too. Aries rising. So, but that's the thing. It's like instead of like being full of dread of things happening, it's more focusing on the excitement of the transformation, of, you know, seeing where this experience goes. And, you know, not everything is going to be, you know, all butterflies and rainbows, but you know what? It's part of the experience. It helps you to appreciate the wonderful times, right? Let's see what else. Taking the leap of faith. I like that. Butterflies are your ancestors visiting. Yep. Thank you, thank you. If you're not getting the results that you're working hard for, take a step back and see, is this something that is truly aligned with you, or is it something that you feel expected to do? Maybe there's some sort of self-sabotaging happening. There's a lot of different reasons that something that you work hard for is kind of like, feels like it's eluding you. I've been there. And the reason why it was eluding me is because I was helping everybody else achieve everything except for myself. So there might be something where, you're trying to work towards this goal, but you're draining yourself in other places. All right, let's see what else we need to know. No, if it didn't split properly. Ooh, I like this. This is gonna probably make you, right? But listen, okay? I want you to, when I read this, I want you to pay attention to how you feel on the inside, okay? Here we go. What if it was easy? What if it was easy? What if it didn't have to be hard, right? Oh, here we go. It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. Nice. I love the mustache. You are supported. How does that feel? This week's soul action. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. Okay? Ease means alignment. Ease means getting out of your own way. Which y'all know I've told y'all this many times. I was the main person in my way. Right? When I finally got out of my own way and I started leading and surrendering to the universe, which I knew I was supposed to be doing, I mean, everything just boom, boom, boom started coming to me, right? So it can be easy, right? Not everything has to be hard. Think about the things that you're doing in your life that maybe you're making hard because you think that you have to suffer. You think that you have to, hustle and grind and do all that stuff, right? But you don't have to. Things can come to you. Getting out of my way also helped me move forward. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because allowing things to be easy doesn't mean we're being lazy. Okay? Let's not confuse those two. Okay? Allowing things to be easy means you're allowing them to align. We're not expecting things to just drop into our lap. We're not expecting to just be couch potatoes and, we become millionaires or we find the love of our life and things like that. That's not how it works, okay? Ease means that you allow yourself to receive, okay? Ease means that you're allowing yourself to align and you're allowing things to come to you and then you take the action, right? And ease also means that you stop doubting yourself. You stop putting up your own roadblocks. You stop labeling yourself as somebody who, good things don't happen to, all of that. So there you go. All right, what else do we need to know? Let's see. Gosh. Ooh, we have Raven, Shaman. I don't know if we've ever pulled this one. It says, you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. What does that represent? Ease, gliding through, right? Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. That's what I was telling you before. right? Is you have all of this information inside you. Thank y'all so much for all the little gifts and everything. That's cute. You have all of this information, knowledge, love, manifestation abilities. You have all of that. Okay. You don't always need somebody like me. This is why I'd rather teach you than be, somebody that just, I'll be your reader, right? No problem. Not everybody wants to read tarot and all that, but for those of you who want to learn, I would rather teach you. That way you don't feel like you need me. You go to your own internal source, right? So this is telling you, you have your own compass, you have your own guidance connection, you have it all. So why not use it? Why not claim that power back and remember who you are? Been seeing 333 and 555 all week. Uh-oh. Change is a-coming. Let's see what else. And just so you know, if you're new here, the Quantum Master Academy is open right now, and the founding member opportunity closes this weekend. Okay? This is your opportunity to get in as a founding member, because we're doing the Quantum Master Academy differently next year. We're doing the dual integration method, and you'll learn about that on my website. But if you miss out on the founding member opportunity, then that means you miss out on locking in that massive discount, okay? So if you haven't checked it out, do so. It changes on June 2nd, okay? Bye, Jamie. She's gonna work on the monthly zodiac readings, y'all, so she's got stuff to do. All right, let's see what else we need to know this week. We have courthouse. Okay, so this goes with justice, right? Now listen, this card is similar to what we were talking about with this card, okay? This is indicating somebody is here to help, right? Especially if you're dealing with legal proceedings or anything like that, you will have somebody available to help you. However, not all of us are dealing with legal stuff, right? So this is telling you, like, whatever it is that you're trying to set into motion, you have help, okay? This could be a literal physical person that comes in to help you, or it could be that you are connecting with your spirit guides, or the universe is helping you in whatever way you need, right? But you have to let them, the person who has more knowledge and awareness, you have to let them help you. You have to ask for help, and you have to actually let it happen. Oh, my ears just shifted. That's interesting. I can feel it like vibrating in my ears. I guess y'all really need to hear that. I don't know. Oh, that's weird. It's still going. That is very interesting. And it's not like I don't have a headache. I don't have any inflammation happening right now. So I don't think it's my nerve thing. You just got so much pressure in your head. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like when you're in an airplane and you have to recalibrate your ears, but it's not. Yeah. I can still feel it. That's interesting. All right, let's see. What is our money message for this weekend? It's weird because it's like right here in the front of my ear. Like it kind of almost tickles. What is our money message for this weekend? Let's see. Let's see. Can y'all read that? I know it's backwards, but can you read that? What is going on with this? Yeah, justice again. Okay, this is your money message, okay? Oh, I'm going to read it to you. It says, something in your life needs to be brought into alignment. We've been talking about alignment this entire time, right? Because we have the Wheel of Fortune that showed up for Saturday. And we have justice here, right? And we have the courthouse here. It's like, what do you want? What do you think is right? Okay, because here's the thing about the universe. The universe doesn't it doesn't read between the lines of what you're putting out. It just responds to what you're putting out. So if you're putting out something positive or negative, it's going to give you whatever you're putting out. It's like a boomerang, right? So it's giving you what you feel is fair and just. Make sense? Okay, number 2, your career may be in law, such as police, military, and courts, or the criminal justice system. And number 3, be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters, or you'll face the consequences. Okay? We always deal with authenticity and ethics, right? Because we understand how the universe works. We understand the laws of karma. If you put out positivity, you get positivity. If you put out negativity, you get negativity, right? If you're trying to manipulate, twist, and do all these things, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get that karmic energy back. Hang on, I got to verify myself. There we go. First try. So, there's a lot about balance. There's a lot about justice happening here. So, like I said, if you are dealing with some court proceedings or legal proceedings this week, you will benefit from it, but it's going to be in a fair and balanced way. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to take somebody to the cleaners if it's not just. Okay? So be aware. Let's do one more, and then we'll do the, whatchamacallit, Rebel deck. Which one is calling to us? Let's see. You know what? Let's do this one. You done that? Good. I knew where the credit needed to go, but I put it there. Made me feel better inside too. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, as somebody, y'all know the story of like, I've had people that have purchased my tarot apprenticeship like multiple times on accident, and any other person in a low vibe state would have like just ignored it and kept the money and let it happen, right? No, you don't do that. You give back what is owed, right? You don't take advantage of people, because not only is it just the right thing to do, but it's also the karma's going to come back and find you one way or the other. You will pay for that. So yeah. My life jumped when that happened. Oh, interesting. Yes, some people get married at the courthouse also. Yes, that is very true. So if you're getting married on Tuesday, good luck and God bless. It looks like it's going to be great. Let's see. Whoops. And it's also saying, like, you know, whatever contracts you sign this week, especially the first few days, okay? So I wouldn't necessarily sign anything on Thursday and Friday, because the energy is kind of wonky, right? Unless you've read through it, unless you know without a doubt that that's what you want, right? Getting into some sort of like agreement. I would do it the first 3 days, or Saturday or Sunday. Those would be the best energies for getting into some sort of like major agreement. You're going to marry yourself? Hey, whatever you got to do. And you know it won't be me. It's funny. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Look at that. We have Cage. This card, you know, it's interesting. This card comes out quite a bit in readings. And why is that? Well, because society tries to put us in a cage. We put ourselves in the cage because we've been programmed to do so. There was a study done, on New York, like New York City, right? Where people hate it there. They do not like it there. But for some reason, they stay there. They choose that life. They choose that struggle. They choose all of that, right? And it's something about the programming of the city and the programming of the community, I guess you could say. I can't think of the word right now, but yeah, it's like, what cage are you putting yourself in? You know, it's like an abusive relationship too, where they know they're being abused. They know this and that, and they'll try to leave, but then they wind up putting themselves right back in. Right? So it's like, what are you doing to yourself that somebody has done, but now you can free yourself? So let's read this. It says, feeling trapped, desiring freedom, unhealthy inner life, and oppressive environment. So how can you shift that? How can you change that? How can you open the cage and let yourself free? You have to decide, right? We have making a choice. You have to decide. Where is that freedom? Where are you being oppressed? Are you doing it to yourself or somebody else doing it to you? And what decisions do you need to make to get yourself out of that? Let's see. All right, this is the Rebel deck. This is the one where if you're sensitive, you might want to go ahead and scroll away because this deck will call you out and sometimes it will hurt your feelings. We love this deck. Oh, let's see. What is our message for this week? What is our message for this week? It says, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. We got that recently, didn't we? I'm telling you, be grateful for all the wonderful things that are happening in your life. Be grateful for the lessons that you've learned and everything that has pushed you to this point, right? Because things could be worse. They could be way worse. So expressing gratitude for all of the wonderful things happening, even if it's not wonderful, even if it's like, you know what? I woke up this morning. I'm grateful for that. You know, whatever. You could be grateful for anything, big or small. It's telling you it could be so much worse, right? We have a tendency to take things for granted a lot. And when we stop and we express gratitude for all the wonderful things, we start to experience a lot more, okay? So really interesting reading for this week. I like it. I think it's great. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Again, the founding member opportunity to the Quantum Master Academy ends this weekend. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't comment later, oh my God, I missed it, I forgot. Not my problem, okay? This is a massive discount to get in early. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't, okay? That's your decision to make. Also, the Crystal Realm deck is linked in my bio, linked in the description. Everything is linked. But if you have additional questions, feel free to DM me or email me. I put even a video on the page for the Quantum Master Academy, hopefully answering everything that you need to know. But if not, then go ahead and DM me or email me, and I'll be happy to answer any additional questions that you have, okay? The Quantum Master Academy is where we are going to go on a journey together. I'm going to lead you through this journey of obtaining 8 certifications through tarot, advanced tarot, numerology, metaphysics, crystal, astrology, and Reiki. And then I'm going to teach you at the end how to set up your own successful business so you can do this full time if that's what you choose. Okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Mwah. I'll see you in the tribe. If you haven't gotten into the tribe, I recommend that you do because you get access to my tarot community as well. So yeah, have a wonderful weekend and I will see you next Monday. Bye y'all.